Hi everybody. Ouch, I just hit my knee on the table. I've got the second journal for this Friday, and it measures 7.5 by, looks like 5.25, a little hair over that. And it has a lot of threads that apparently I'm picking up. That's cheesecloth. It has, Sammy Joe says hello. Boy, she's just hamming it up today. It's a real pretty journal. It's got some flowers here with some lace and pearl there. And then a little bit of a sparkly fabric with the flower and some cheesecloth and a rosette. And I'll explain this in a minute. I did something a little different. Got a real pretty image of a lady with some fabrics and then some lace back here. And this fabric, I got it in an estate sale a long time ago, and it's just gorgeous. It was a tablecloth, and I just love it. Let's go inside, scope it out. On the inside, I used the same fabric, and then I used a little beige fabric here, stitched it all in the gray, and then this is a piece of a curtain here, and a little bit of lace and a rosette with some ephemera. And I put in one of these little booklets, booklets that's covered with a short page from a shorthand book that I have. And again, it's collaged. It's got some ephemera back here, some nice writing space and lace, all stitched in the pretty, pretty blue. And lace here, nice place to journal. Some uneven pages. Just different pages and things to write on. Now, let's see, here. Well, I'll wait till I get there. A pocket here with a flower and some blue lace and a pretty framed image with a card. Over here is a double pocket. It's a tag here. And a little deep. I see something I missed. A little butterfly applique and some French. And then this is also a tuck spot. And I forgot to put something there, so I will do that. And a pretty card. Now these pages here, I'm going to explain to you in a minute when I get further in. Over here is part of that 1967 Funkin' Wagnalls encyclopedia set with a real pretty image and some torn edges. And some uneven pages with some fabrics. Now this is one of them. And here's another page. This is another page. And what I did was I saw a video by Shabby Dabby Doodah here on YouTube. Shabby Dabby Doodah. And she was doing a video on how to, and what she does with some of those, you know, we've all got them, those scrapbook pages that are not your style. You don't like them, but they're in the book that you bought for the pages you did like. So what she did was she painted over them, she gessoed over them, and I used paint with mine, and then she stamped all over them with her different stamps, and they were so cute. So I thought I'd give it a go. It completely put me out of my comfort zone in creating the journal because they come out bold, but I really did enjoy the challenge, and I enjoyed making these different pages over the scrapbook paper I didn't like. So it gave new life. And this is a piece of paper that's got some gauze on it. And a little puffy card here. It goes behind and one on the inside. And a little collage going on here. And I made this envelope out of butcher paper. Envelope bag thing. Some lace running down the side there. There's another one of those pages that's been painted. You can see, now when she did hers, you could see more of the background peeping through. But because I used more of an opaque paint, you don't see as much with mine because I really didn't like the papers. So, so my goal was to cover them up. Little tuck spot here and the extra writing space. And a pocket here. Some ephemera. I just really like that image there. Nice big card for journaling. And then I put a piece of fabric over here and a little ticket and tucked a little card in there. Kind of hidden. More pretty fabrics and uneven pages. This is a crocheted piece of ribbon, the little patch that I made, and some lace with the stamped scrapbook paper. But it was really a nifty idea. I don't know that I like the way I did it. It's dark. I want to figure out how to do it in my style, but for something different, I thought, you know, it's a pretty blue-gray that I don't know, because the background I think would have had black in it, had some turquoise, but you know, it did come out a nice, soft, pretty color. But y'all know my style, and it threw me off my game, and it's good to do that. You know, I mean, make yourself do something that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, because that's what makes you create. You work through to coordinate the whole thing. And it's, you know, it's a good idea to do that every once in a while. Got some different fabrics here and some lace that lifts up. Got a collage here. Oop, did it again. This is a little mini pocket up here, which I will find something to put in. And a little card with a pretty lady. But I used some trees and some flowers and the script stamp. Just whatever stamps you have on hand. You know, I have a little cart behind me with stamps in it. Turn around, grabbed them, and just got the ink out and just did it. Just stamp, stamp, stamp. Didn't think about where I wanted everything, because I knew that I was going to come over it with other things. So I just really wanted it to just kind of provide a backdrop. So don't concentrate on it too hard when you do it. Little lift up there with some real pretty lace. And some different fabrics here. I had some pieces left over of the stamping that I did. So I used it to cover that pocket. Little mini tag. Different fabrics here with some lace. Another little pocket with a ticket on one of those stamp backgrounds. You know, when you make something like that, it just adds to. I mean, that's very pretty. Well, it just adds to you know, the look. It gives it texture. She had a great idea. She's very creative. Oops. This is a pocket here, a lace pocket, and I used an envelope with some little mini labels, and then put a label up here and did some light stitching around it. And put a card with the fuzzies, and then a Rolodex card behind it. More uneven pages. A little pocket here with a picture frame and some of the different fabrics. And again, an image that's been stitched around. And this is another one of the pages that I didn't stamp on. I just painted over it. So it makes for a really nice, soft background. You can do them just with gesso, or mix paint with gesso to get the color that you want. And just, you know, pat it on with a baby wipe. And you've got it. And the baby wipe keeps it nice and moist until you're ready to let it dry and you've done all your painting. Little pocket here that I made out of the same stamping, and I used a little envelope there with part of a piece of crochet there. A little extra writing space. Some fabric. Real pretty fabric. Another piece of ephemera back here and some lace. And I really liked this, so I had to do it again. I really thought that was pretty. And the back is the same as the front, just this is a different label, and it's got the lace with the rosette and the curtain. And that gorgeous blue. I mean, this is, you see, that's, what would you call that? I don't know. Got holes in it. Intentional holes. That's what I'll call it. Intentional holes. And a pretty card here. Extra big card. And then I made a tag for it that I thought was really pretty with the gold. And it's got some seam binding and just a collage of different things with writing on the back. Well, it doesn't have writing on the back, but when you write on the back, it'll have writing on the back. I obviously need more coffee. And there's the back again. So pretty. And the front. You know, I really did not want to cover this up, but there was no way to put a decorative cover on it without, you know, doing some collaging. So I tried to let some peep through. You know, pretty flower there. And that's it for this Friday. I'm so glad y'all are here with me. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I will see y'all next week in those next videos. Bye-bye, everybody.